What's up, everybody? Chuck, aka the C Train. Welcome back to my kitchen. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and today we are living luxurious and lavish with this supple and sexy rack of lamb. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss this. Fat cap on it, and fat is flavor. We're gonna go ahead, it's been pre-Frenched, so it's got the bones exposed here. All we're gonna do is score this fat cap up a little bit, just so it renders a little bit better when it cooks. When you score a fat cap, do not push into the meat. Let the weight of the knife glide through the fat. You don't want to actually cut into the meat. We're just trying to open up this fat a little bit and help it render down as it cooks. You can do a cross hatch, like this, or you can leave it plain. It doesn't really matter. Do whatever floats your boat. But again, I think this looks a little fancier, and I'm a petty SOB, so that's the way we're doing things. Okay, so there's our rack of lamb scored up. Time to hit it with some flavor. Quick promo time, if you mind bearing with me for a moment. This thing of ours, brought to you by yours truly. 3 simple ingredients, salt, garlic, and pepper, and on my mama, you will never taste nothing better. We're gonna go ahead, hit this rack and lamb with this as our base coat. And then we're gonna go pretty liberally on this fat cap here. And always pat down a rub, do not rub it around. I know it doesn't really sound right, but if you rub it, you're gonna be moving it around and creating an uneven surface. Now, lamb has hearty flavors. It's a very strong flavored piece of meat. So we're gonna go ahead and hit it with a little bit more flavor. This from Gustus Vitae is their farmhouse perfect protein seasoning. It's got a lot of herbs, fennel, lemon, rosemary, thyme, things like that. So we're gonna go ahead and add this on as well. Again, it's really gonna make this lamb flavor pop. Here you have it, simple and easy. One of the best things about this cut is it seems like it's so fancy. It's really not, it's just the way it looks. A little bit of rub and we're about to be feasting like we're Gordon Ramsay on a Saturday night. Let's get this bad boy on the grill. Voila, TV magic, we're outside and all I had to do was snap my fingers. We're gonna go ahead and get this rack of lamb on the Traeger's grills right here, which I've had rolling for about 30 minutes or so. Real quick, if you're unfamiliar, a Traeger is a pellet grill. What a pellet grill is a grill that runs on automatically fed wood pellet ammunition. So basically it's feeding wood pellets into the grill constantly to maintain temperature, so I don't have to do anything. Pretty easy, pretty cool, check it out if you haven't. Anyways, this rack of lamb, we're gonna get it on at 275 degrees. And as you can see, I've got this little knob sticking out. What this is a meter thermometer. It's actually linked to my cell phone. It'll let me know when the lamb is at proper temperature. It's gonna cook at 275 degrees until it's at an internal temperature of 120 degrees. At that point, I'm gonna pull it off, put it on a cast iron skillet. We're gonna give it a reverse sear. We're gonna serve it up with some risotto, Italian style, because I'm fancy like that. Let's get back in the kitchen. Risotto, what is it? Risotto is a slow-cooked rice dish of Italian origin, if I am correct. But it's a dish that a lot of people can be intimidated by. I'm gonna teach you that it's actually not that difficult. It's super simple to make. It's always a crowd pleaser, and it goes wonderful with a rack of lamb. Let's get cracking. Okay, to make risotto, it's actually pretty simple, despite your preconceptions that you may have. All you really need, arborio rice, some garlic, some onion, and some chicken stock. I'm using homemade chicken stock. You can use store-made or pre-made chicken stock if that's all you can find. If you do use that, just get the low sodium version because it will get salty as that content starts to reduce and cook down over time. Anyway, let's add these ingredients to the pan. We're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna start off with our onion here. I'm gonna saute this up, let it caramelize a bit, go a couple minutes. We don't want it to burn. If it burns, the entire dish will be ruined because that burn flavor will be ingrained in the rice. So constantly stirring, break it down a little bit. As the onion continues to caramelize, we're gonna add in our minced garlic. Now this is 5 cloves of garlic minced up. Alright, arboreal rice, a short grain rice. If you can't find it, you can use white rice, but your risotto will be much better if you can find arboreal. Stay true to the Italian roots, people. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and add our rice into the skillet here. Got the rice here in the skillet with the garlic and onion. We're just sauteing it all together so it can kind of take on that garlic and onion flavor. I do not have white wine. Pro tip, if you do not have white wine, that's okay. Lemon works well. Really what you want is the acid content and that kind of acidic flavor. We're gonna go ahead, a little bit of lemon juice, and it doesn't take much when using lemon juice. So if I was using wine, I would probably use a cup of wine, maybe 2 cups of wine, depending on what type of party I'm trying to have. At this point, it's just a matter of continually adding chicken stock until it's cooked through. So I like to start off with 2 cups of chicken stock, and I don't stir it when I add it the first time. I really want the chicken flavor to just absorb into the rice. After that, once that's absorbed, we're gonna add rice every maybe 5-10 minutes as the stock absorbs until it's cooked through. Like I said, 2 cups of that stock. Little stir here. And by the way, if you haven't at this point, go ahead, click subscribe, follow along. We're in this together, people. There is no me without you, and in truth, there is no you without me. You just don't know that yet. All right, everybody, my app just let me know that the meat is done. We're gonna go ahead and pull it off. Look how sexy this is looking. See the way the fat cap is separated where I went ahead and scored it up. It's daddy daycare out here today, as you can see. The girls have lined up. They're very excited for the food.
Say hi,
too.
pretty ladies.
Say hi. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead, sear this thing up, render this fat cap down, slice it up, feed the family. The time has come for the reverse sear, fresh off the grill and ready to go into the skillet. Let's go ahead, got our hot cast iron pan right here. We're just gonna lay it down. We're really just trying to render and crisp up this fat a little bit. So, I'm gonna lay it down, fat side down. At this point, I will baste it a little bit. I'm gonna brush a little bit of butter in there. Might even drop some duck fat on there. We're gonna go ahead, sear this fat side down, like I said, flip it over, caramelize up the other side. After that, we're gonna assemble and eat. Let's go. Our rack of lamb is looking ever so sexy and ready for the moment of truth. We're gonna take it back and put it to bed, if you know what I'm saying. We're actually just gonna take it out of the pan, let it rest until it's time to slice, so. If you can't smell this, invest in smell-o-vision and step your game up. Got our risotto here and our lovely rack of lamb. We're gonna go ahead and start putting this together. So we're gonna go ahead and put down the risotto first here, top the rack of lamb on that. And you can tell risotto's good if it rolls like a wave. What I mean by the wave technique is this. If I hit this, it should flatten out all along the plate. That's the consistency you want in your risotto, that thickness. It doesn't run like soup, sticks to the plate, but it does move like a wave, as you can see. Nice risotto, that's our base. Let's get into la pièce de résistance, our rack of lamb. I think that's French for some good shit. I don't know what it means, but we're gonna slice this bad boy open. What we're looking for is a nice medium rare. The problem with lamb is if you go too rare, it can be a little tough. So again, we're aiming for a nice medium rare. Hopefully I didn't screw it up for you guys. Let's go. I don't know if you can see how juicy and pink that is. Cutting like butter, as you can see here. We're gonna go ahead and leave this last one together because that little bone's a little small here. Nice, rare, pink, perfect lamb. All right, ain't nothing if I don't get none, so I got to get mine. Go ahead and take a bite. Dripping juice, got my puppy sitting under me, soaking up the goodness. Look at Nino Brown right here. Perks of being the Flavor Train's pup, know what I'm saying? Cheers. If my mama was here, she'd be getting slapped. Goddamn, it's good. We're gonna go ahead and plate this up. I'll show you guys how I do it real fancy style. This for real, fucking delicious. Ooh-wee, still dripping. And this rested for about 15 minutes. So don't be hitting my DM saying I need to rest my meat. I know what to do with my meat.